So what happens when you eat all the people? Then what are you gonna do?
Move on to the next town? What kind of question is that? I've had enough of this conversation.
Okay.
Are you going to kill me or not? Because if you're not, I'm going to eat you right now.
I'm going to cast a minor magic. Can I cast an illusion of like a group of like small children like running across the room to try and like divert his attention?
Let me roll and see if he's fooled by it. He does lunge for just a second, but he's not fully distracted. So he pulls away from Hatbird temporarily to like chase after the kid. But you have like one of you has a split second to take action and react.
Can I use my view of his backside to like analyze if there's any weak points that we can strike?
Yeah.
Can I seek Sebastian's guidance on this first? What do you know about worm physiology?
Well, in one of my faraway travels, I did once read a large tome of worms, and I learned about their scales, right? And like how you might, find what are the weaker scales and the stronger scales, right? So maybe it's something to do with that.
Okay, yeah, good to know. Well, with that knowledge, I then take that split second to scan the worm.
Okay, you spot a few different colored scales, and most of them are the same kind of sheen of brownish green. A couple of them have this kind of like effervescent purple shade to them though, and those are the ones that are weak, but they are very few and far between. The Sandworm swings back around the front, or what used to be the front of the tavern, goes back around, and you can see he's headed straight for Jordan, coming right at you, he's lunging at you super fast.
Bad idea. I got my magic bolt.
Oh.
And I'm going to shoot that magic bolt.
Nice.
Right at one of those scales.
Nice.
It's going to be ice, because I want to freeze him in his tracks. I got 6 total plus 2, so 8.
Nice. This is going straight into his mouth, so we'll say this skips through the armor.
Oh, heck yeah.
You freeze his teeth in his mouth, but he still keeps rushing towards you. Instead of being swallowed by him, you kind of bounce off of his frozen teeth, because it kind of creates this ice sheet in his mouth. Mm-hmm. And that deals to you, jeez Louise, 12 damage.
Yikes.
Full 12. It's like a bunch of icicles come down and jut out and just get you right in the chest. Like it kind of throws you off of his teeth. You crash into a table in the middle of the tavern.
I kind of feel like violence might not be the answer for us guys. Because he's got so much health and we don't.
Correct.
Yeah.
Let's try and get a few more hits on him and try and knock his health down a little bit, and then maybe try and like persuade or intimidate him, right?
With the leverage.
I can get down with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy, but I could use a...
Alright, I'm gonna heal Jordan.
Healing.
Yeah. Jordan, I'm gonna heal you for 3.
That's nice of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Looking out.
Mom Tombadil, the snake, flustered by its icicle teeth, dives into the sand and sucks in and disappears underneath the tavern. And you can feel the sand rumbling and shaking at your feet. It's unclear, and then it just stops, and you have no idea where the Sandworm is. And suddenly, he just emerges straight through the center of the tavern behind the bartender, and is swallowing up the bartender you met before. And the bartender is holding himself inside the mouth of the Sandworm.
Okay, I might be thinking a little bit too outside the box here, but like, if I use Boon, I can move terrain, correct? Well, sandworms consume a lot of sand. So I'm thinking, can I move the sand that's inside the sandworm's body to either do damage to the sandworm or move it out of the mouth to push our bartender friend out of the mouth and save him?
Sweet, that's what happens. The sandworm is like starting to crunch down on him, and he's like starting to get pushed out, and all of a sudden you just see the sandworm like burp a little, and then it's like, and the guy just goes flying out, and the sand is rushing out all over it, makes a huge pile. Severus.
Yes.
What are you thinking? What's your next move?
I'm just gonna try and shoot him with a magic bolt, I think.
Okay, cool. Good luck.
Let's see how he likes a little bit of fire.
Are you aiming, since you know where his weak spots are, I'll give it to you if you want to aim for a weak spot. So you just concentrate like a tiny fireball right at one of the scales?
Exactly.
Alright, he takes 5 damage.
Nice.
But after it hits him, so he's at 7. After it hits him, it ricochets off of him. It's like strength. and it goes into the side of the tavern inside and starts a blaze. So there's a medium-sized fire starting to spread. People are running and screaming around the tavern. They're trying to avoid the sandworm, but the fire is closing in from all sides.
Maybe I'm gonna see if I can just like kick sand onto it, just like snuff the flame.
Okay.
That is a 9.
You kick sand, it snuffs the flame, but you kick sand right as Hapberg was walking up next to you to make his next move. You just kick sand right in his face.
Ah! God!
I'm sorry. I was just trying to help. I'm so sorry.
And as you open your eye, you just see the sandworm just lunging at you.
Oh God! I suppose I gotta do something about this.
You could consult one of us.
Yeah. What do you guys think here? Pause. Worm. Pause.
We're just quick. Get you. What should I do?
Yeah.
Dude, can you just like dive out of the way?
Yeah. I'll try to do that. Yeah. I'll scream to the worm and I'll say, "Stop this madness!" as I'm diving out of the way, just to see if he reacts at all. I can still talk to him.
Roll plus your dexterity.
6. Yeah.
You dive out of the way, but the moment you took to ask for advice was a moment too long. And as you dive out of the way, the sandworm catches you by your right leg and throws you up into the air.
My leg!
And he's like still holding on to you. He starts like whipping you around in the air. You're like being flung back and forth.
I'm gonna use Divine Shield on our good pal Jojo. Jordan, what you see starting to form around you is just a series of bowling pins, just all kind of floating immediately within your purview.
You know, the first time didn't go well, but I'm feeling good about this one. Throwing the magic bolt. Fire seemed like it was pretty successful, so maybe that'll add some luck to it. I rolled a 7 total.
Go ahead and see how much damage you deal.
7 again.
All right. That's the killing blow.
Ooh.
Hey!
Just describe to us what it looks like. What happens?
The firebolt goes into that scale, and you see it like start to absorb and like glow, and then slowly like expand out through all the other scales. You see fire start to come out of the sandworm's mouth as it just disintegrates.
Nice. Oh yeah.
And all the sand that was in its body just falls to the ground.